Hello and welcome to this video on how to add leading zeros to a value using Excel formulas. On screen I've got two ranges. The first one has leading zeros in the code and the second one does not. And this can create some complications for your Excel formulas. Now, if my goal was to find if the code in the second range occurs in the first range, then I could use a function such as COUNTIFS, testing that range of codes for this code, for that first code. And the COUNTIFS function, one of my favourite functions, is brilliant. It continues to work regardless of the fact that these values are not the same. They clearly don't look the same, including the fact that on the left hand side that code is text. You can see it's left aligned, and if I was to do a formula such as isNumber, it would happily tell me that it's not a number. None of them are numbers, yet the ones on the right are. So even though they're a different type of data and they look different, COUNTIFS works. I love COUNTIFS. But maybe that's not our goal. Maybe we want to use a function such as XLOOKUP to return the name of the person. Now, if I did an XLOOKUP function here, one of the new 365 versions, but the same applies if you were doing index match or VLOOKUP right now. But I'll look up the code in the lookup array of the codes and return the name as the return array. And if I do this function, XLOOKUP does not like the fact that they're not the same. So this is not working and we need to do something about it. Now, a cool technique that many people may do is they may select the codes that do not look correct, go into format cells and set a custom format of 5 zeros, because in this example the codes are 5 characters in length. And if I do that and click OK, that will sort them out as far as appearance goes. And it's a brilliant technique. However, it's not helping the XLOOKUP function. I've changed what the numbers look like, but I haven't changed their content. We still have text on the left and numbers on the right. And yes, there are many ways of fixing this stuff, whether it's Power Query or text to columns or functions such as value on that range on the left. That's partly what makes Excel so much fun, isn't it? That there's so many different approaches to get that result. But what I want to do here is try not to change anything. I just want a formula to get the job done without actually changing any of the values. So I'm going to undo that format, not that it really affects what we're doing. And in the XLOOKUP function, where I have the lookup value of E2, I'm going to bring in the text function. A fantastic function, and that will do the job of the custom number formatting, but as a function, and convert it to text. So the value is the code, comma, and the format text is the same that I just did in the custom number formatting. So I need to quote it because it's format text. There's my 5 zeros, close off text function, and with that text function nested in the lookup value of XLOOKUP, we are now rock and rolling. I can fill that down and I've got all the names. I do have the error for the 657 that is missing, and I could add an if error into XLOOKUP here because it does have that as one of its arguments now. So maybe put a comma in here, if not found. Maybe I'll display that cell as a blank cell and fill that down again. So pretty cool. Text is the way to go. Awesome function. But I'm going to throw a bonus technique at you. If I'm being honest, I wouldn't use this. Why would I? I have text. But this is just for fun. So another approach we could take is coming into that formula. Instead of the text function, I could use a function called REPT, which repeats a character a specified number of times. And I could ask it to repeat a 0. I'll put that in quotes, comma, how many times do I repeat that 0? Well, you're going to repeat it for 5, because the code is 5 characters long. Take away the length of the code. So the current code in E2 is only 1 character, so that will be 5 take away 1, and it will give us 4 zeros as a leading 0. So I'm going to close off that REPT function and then ampersand onto that the code. So I'd get those 4 zeros and then tag the code on the end. And for the next one down, 5 take away 4, 1 leading 0, that followed by the code. Press and enter on this. Once again, same result, a little bit more complicated. But as I say, just for a little bit of fun to see an alternative approach. So I hope you enjoyed that video. Please subscribe to receive notification of the latest videos at this channel. And I'll see you again soon.